Lalaloopsy was a show from 2012 to 2015, but with a reboot in 2017, with another reboot in 2022-2023. While Lalaloopsy has been getting popular, the dark side has been getting popular as well. There's an iceberg about this. I don't know how many, but it's, let me count. 10 levels of the iceberg that we're going to discuss. Viewer discretion is advised. Level 1. Lalaloopsy Drawn Together. Not to brag, but Lalaloopsy Drawn Together has definitely been the fandom wiki's most popular, well-beloved page, and the Lalaloopsy community most well-known and beloved fan series. It started canonically in late 2023 during 15th of September. It grew with its audience and spawned tons of media, merch, spin-offs, and theatrical movies. Its first and only one of the times page creation category deferred at the box office behind Mufasa Starfree. Lalaloopsy Drawn Together is also iconic for not only being the first Lalaloopsy media to exclude MGA, but also the first to incorporate dark themes into the series, such as abuse, neglect, death, and other pretty dark topics, which it handles well. And it's also well known for its horror and cheeky scares. It will throw its audience, and let's face it, everyone who sees the show in its character universe had jumped or had their hair turned white at least once with such a good Piranha. How the Lalaloopsys are alive. Lalaloopsy, as a franchise, is guilty of not explaining much. One of them is how the Lalaloopsys are alive. Now, despite dark Lalaloopsy Drawn Together, the reason to why they are alive is quite wholesome. The Lalaloopsys can create souls, and they can pass on these souls to Lalaloopsys, which bring them to life. These souls will be antique, will adapt to the material occupation the Lalaloopsy decided, so we can finally put this question away. Well, update. This is unfortunately not true. The Lalaloopsys were alive because of demons, friendly demons. When the last stitch was sewn, the teams possessed them became alive. It's still alive to this day. The Dream Realm. Speaking of oopsies, the Dream Realm is a different universe which is home to the Lalaloopsys and many unstable, wacky characters. They cannot survive outside, but they have a pretty good whimsical lifestyle. Under the protection of Queen Anise with the universe being protected by Dream Shaper. Update. Information I now know. The kids from the Dream Realm don't have parents. Everyone in the Dream Realm are all kids. The Lalaloopsy dolls are planning on making the portal to the Dream Realm. It's probably gonna be ready in 2027 or 2028. I said Whitlock. Another question you may have: who made the Lalaloopsys? Well, Lalaloopsy Drawn Together, it depends on the Lalaloopsy, as each had unique creators. But Jewel B made its own main ones besides Spot Don Peter were made by Lalaloopsy Drawn Together, more supported human character. I said Whitlock. He was the one who created Lalaloopsy the doll. Eventually made Lalaloopsy his whole life, until sadly get murdered by his evil, corrupt coworker Steve Lanimerick. Unfortunately, the dolls don't know who Steve Lanimerick is. Jewel's origins. Jewel has a quite a cute yet sad story in Lalaloopsy Drawn Together. She was named and designed after Jewel Whitlock, Isaac's daughter, and she was sewn together with the memories Isaac Whitlock had of his daughter. But it's sad that he chose to let her go, which means the memories of his dead daughter were gone forever. What's more sad is that Jewel and her friends were going to Lalaloopsy Land happen in just a few minutes after a factory is taken over, and where all the robots mascots were immersed rampage, and when Isaac Whitlock's murdered. The Oopsies. The reincarnated Lalaloopsies, as they are called, are the gods of Lalaloopsy drawn to carry universe, and are the ones who create the source for Lalaloopsy, bringing life to the residents. The species is also referred to as Lalaloopsy gigantes due to their enormous size, and are ruled by Queen Anise, and all reside in the Dream Realm. They are similar to the Lalaloopsies, but more stable and bred, way more complex. Axel's backstory. And Axel wielded Lalaloopsy drawn together main protagonist as he has a troubled past too. It was confirmed his dad had died before he was born, and him and his mom broke off after his death. And when Axel Will was born, so the two went on to a boat to Stitchenberg to beg for shelter. After failing, they decided to rent down shelter which the two lived at. The only way they could live was to break the law, as both him and his mother went out to steal food for themselves. However, this all changed. One night, they were discovered found by Tawny Reaper. His mother ran with him in his hands, but he was destined to destroy them. Axel's mother hit him well to distract him, where Tawny Reaper quietly pinned her down, and not only tore off his limbs, but also tore inside the stuffing outright in front of young Axel. He eventually ran past and stuck past Tawny Reaper, and ever since he grew up and trained so he could get his revenge on before he killed his mom. This theory is false. Axel didn't have parents. Well, he did used to have a creator that made him, that sown him. But Stitchenberg, that exists, but not on Earth. Lalaloopsy Land is a planet that's 100 light years away. So it's gonna take. So if you tried to get there, you gotta be dead. But good thing you can visit it in 2029 because Lalaloopsy's making a portal in 2029 that goes to Earth. But what happened to the creator? Did Tawny Reaper kill? No. Honestly, I don't know how. I honestly don't know how Tawny Reaper get to Earth. Steve Lamrick. Steve is obviously John Tucker's main antagonist in terms of the lore of the story. Before he was defeated and turned to prototype angels, he was a businessman who first met Isaac Whitlock inside a fast food restaurant, and the two decided to team up after the creation of Lalaloopsy and rebuild factory to manufacture more toys. However, Steve Lamrick grew very jealous and hungry for power, and he wasn't in a good state of mind. Seeing abusing Joe our friends and mistreated our workers if he wasn't in a good mood. This one day led to him taking Isaac's life and him taking over the factory with an iron fist. He rebooted everything and tried to remake the Lalaloopsy franchise. But the Lalaloopsys were abused. He beat and shot them, locked in cages, and if they weren't good for him, and he would stuff them, he throw them out and leaves them to die. Yes, that's right. Leave them to die. This whole thing is true, but the prototype ego keeps telling him that he is Steve Lamrick, but there's also... Oh my fucking god, you don't know Steve Lamrick. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Dino Rex 23. The owner of this website, and I appreciate his work. I didn't check the updates, unfortunately, because I lost this TikTok account due to TikTok being an older version of the Fire OS. Thankfully, I got back and went onto this site. Jewel 2027. Jewel 2027 with Lalaloopsy drawn together first live action movie. It's about the origin of Jewel in Lalaloopsy Land and how she became the represented ruler and princess as we see her today. The movie is also tied with being just as if not more emotional than season 2 and just as dark too. This movie had pretty good visuals, and the people who helped to work on the arts, the music for Lost Ollie and The Good Dinosaur, and the designers and animators for the Monsterverse films came to help bring this movie to life. This is a prediction. Lalaloopsy's kid give birth. Yeah, in case you don't know, Lalaloopsy's and Lalaloopsy are drawn together are no rivals anymore. I literally took the term so magical, so cute to the grave that they're orgay Fuck! I keep messing that up to Little Big Planet. Okay, can Lalaloopsy drawn together. It can do anything a normal animal can. Yes, even give birth. There's not a lot of biology here, but I'll break it down. Read this for more context. Lalaloopsy has a gestation period of around 5 to 6 months, or 150 to 182 days. When born, Lalaloopsies are around 2 inches, and very delicate that the stitches haven't been developed fully. Plus, they are born very sensitive to sound and heat light, hiding and huddling with their mothers until they are brave enough to go outside. As for how they feed young, Lalaloopsies don't have nipples. Instead, they have a thin patch of skin over the chest, which produces milk that's very high in sugar. Also, a relevant fact that, but Lalaloopsy can choose to leave a mother to go out lives that solitary 10 to 12 years old. To be honest, this is false. Lalaloopsies cannot give birth. The only way there's children is that they are sewn up. Also, Lalaloopsies have periods every New Year's. So it's their year first, they always get period. And it hurts so fucking bad. I don't know if Lalaloopsies are 2 inches. They still have nipple. The thin patch of scale in their chest that produces very high sugar. That's true. When Lalaloopsies only age a year, but if they become 13 years old, they can age every 5 years. The Lalaloopsy is only 17 years old. The big one. Lalaloopsy has genitals. No, well, no shit. That's the end of layer 1. I'm going to do layer 2 later. I'm going to do layer 2 later.